This is fine.
Where does it come from? How did it get so big? And most importantly, in a digital world where memes come and go in the blink of an eye, how has this one managed to stick around for such a long time? In 2013, the original comic came out that would seemingly never disappear from the internet. Created by artist KC Green, the storyline here is incredibly simple, yet still goes a long way in capturing all of our collective anxieties about the world. Everything begins with this dog sitting in his house, completely still, and just watching his coffee cup on the table as things are burning to the ground. This is fine, he nonchalantly declares, trying his hardest not to pay attention to the obvious disaster surrounding him. These two panels may have been the most popular to spread online, but what you may not know is that the comic actually continues. The dog says, "I'm okay with the events that are unfolding currently," and has a nice drink while he slowly burns. He shrugs it off with, "That's okay, things are going to be okay." But as the narrator of life would soon say, things were not okay. The final panel of this comic, oh, okay, that's terrifying. After being shared around through social media by 2014, it didn't take long before everyone started using the first two panels for, well, anything. If there was some kind of problem going on in the world at any given time, it would be a surprise not to see this comic make an appearance. The context of the problem didn't matter here, considering it works with just about any given situation. After everyone fell in love with the original, it was time for a sequel comic to bless our lives in 2016. What was happening with the dog that started it all? How was he handling the situation several years later? All your questions were about to be answered. He sits down in the same position as before, and it seems like the comic is a repeat of what we've already seen. He's about to say his iconic line, but then stops himself before yelling out, "This is not fine! Oh my god, everything's on fire! What the hell is my problem?" He panics and gets the fire extinguisher, trying to put an end to the madness. "There was no reason to let it last this long and get this bad. They shot a gorilla, for God's sake!" The sequel comic ends in despair as our hero quietly sits, his house mostly destroyed by the fire, with no hope left. He's not the same dog as before, and I think we can all relate to that.